Alright, so we got chord analyzer. This does not affect your sound none whatsoever. All it's made for is to tell you what chord you're playing. So let's say I have my MIDI track. I'll right click, go to Cakewalk Effect, MIDI plugins, Cakewalk Effect, chord analyzer. Now all this is going to tell me what chord I'm playing. C major root, and it tells you everything right here. It even shows you, you know, where you're pressing down the keys over here to your left. Now some people don't like this plugin just because they say, hey, if you don't know what chord you're playing, then you probably shouldn't be playing at all. But I think it's a unique little tool to kind of just like mess around. So you can just kind of see what chords you're playing. You can just kind of play around. You never know, you may create something you didn't realize, you know, what you was creating. I don't know. But it's a cool little tool. Alright, next thing is echo delay. Well, I've also done a video on this before too. Echo delay basically means it's an echo, but when it echoes, you can echo up the key. So you have typical echoes like this. Let me space them out so you can. That would be just a normal echo, but it's a MIDI echo, not an audio echo. So if I was to record this, it would actually show the notes hitting that many times, not just one note and then the audio echoing. Now I can change it now where when it echoes up the key, and this would be an example of that. Now some people say, well, why would I want that? Well, they had different effects. Especially I love this plugin on drums, on percussions, because you don't have to do a whole lot and it makes it sound like you're doing a whole lot. Let me give you an example. This is a percussion kit, and I'm just gonna hit one key one time. So imagine if I go. But of course you need to experiment and make sure that, you know, you get the sounds that you want, and I can adjust the pitch to get the different percussion sounds. That's on 10, this is going to be on 9. See, it's different sounds. 8. Alright, this is without the effect. Now I'm going to put the echo delay on there. It sounds like you're doing more than what you're really doing. That's what I love about this effect, because it's not that you don't know how to perform, but you know, it gives you ideas. So it's a crazy effect. I love it, and that's echo delay in general. You got MIDI event filter. you can actually, let's say if you made a recording and you didn't like the pitch bend, well, you can actually take that out. You can filter that out with this. That's the pitch wheel. Or a controller. Let's say you turned a knob and you didn't really like, you liked the performance, but you didn't like the way you turned the knob, and you just don't feel like redoing it without the knob. Or you can add an event filter, choose the control number, and filter that out. So it's just different MIDI information that you can filter out depending on what you want to do. I'm not going to go into all the different things you can filter out, but in general, you open that program up. Let's just say you made some type of MIDI recording and that you don't like. You can even filter out notes this way. I mean, probably the more logical thing would be is to go on a piano roll and actually delete the note that you don't want. But you could do it this way too. And again, this is an old plugin. This is really before people really, you know. But I've used it in some situations where, you know, like I said, like say the pitch bend wasn't good. I can delete it out without actually going into the piano roll. Quantize. Quantize is basically, it puts your notes on a grid. So let's just say I'm gonna make a beat real quick. And I also just did a video on this. Let's see here. Alright, so I'm going to record this MIDI loop without quantize. Alright, I recorded it off time on purpose. But when I put quantize on it, it's going to make it on time and it's going to sound right. Doesn't sound all that great, but it's on time, and that's the whole purpose of quantize. If you're making a loop, a MIDI loop, and it's not exactly on time, using quantize is going to make it on time.